in Your Shoes, Season 2. And we're calling it Season 2 because I know we kind of left everyone hanging and people were wondering what's going on with the episodes, but we took a small hiatus, as Amanda calls it. But yeah, Season 2. What can you look forward to? What can I look forward to? What the message is? Change things up a little bit. I know we went and spent quite a bit of money on this studio, so to speak, and got it set up, and it's just, I don't know, it's just not me having to stay in one space. I like chaos. No, I'm kidding.
But not really.
No, I like...
You don't like the monotony of it all.
Yes. So, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I've just been humming and hawing, and finally it was just like a few months ago that I'm going to say that I feel like God was just talking to me and just pushing me, and I elbowed and pushed back. I didn't want the whole couch setting. Didn't
Hear
really...
that, Christine? Christine, he doesn't want any more comfy couch conversations with the Cabreras.
No, there will be comfy couch sessions with the Cabreras, but what I'm trying to say is I wanted to take it a little bit further where I'm
down a different path.
Ice fishing and I can talk to you and show you the wonders of God.
Well, I think that's a big part of it, right? Is that God just doesn't exist in the church. He doesn't just exist in your podcast studio. He doesn't just exist in your truck.
Like
he's wherever you decide to take him.
Everywhere. I was telling Kieran this, and I was telling, I think Chris Rogers this, that one of the times that I actually felt God the most, and I hadn't even prayed through, it was when we first started to go to church, and I went for a ride with a friend of ours. We went to McLean Creek, and that's when I first started to listen to Christian music again, and one of the Brandon Lake songs was on, one of my favorite songs of his, and I was playing it on the Razor, and we were riding, and we hit the peak, the mountains and everything, and I just started to cry, and it was... At that time, I wasn't a big baby like I am now. At that time, I don't know.
I think you were just shocked of how it affected you.
How it affected me, because I called Amanda. I called Amanda while on that ride, and even though the cell service wasn't great, I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening, and I'm listening to this song. And I just feel something that I know I have felt that before when I was younger. And I told her, I feel God's presence. I feel Him. And just the majesty of the mountains, the trees, the air up there. And the whole point I'm telling you this is it doesn't have to be that it's just at church that you feel God. It's not just when you're kneeling to pray that you feel God, right? There's moments that I felt His presence, and like I said, I hadn't prayed through. I hadn't really been praying. I was going to church just because someone was wanting me to go all the time. But at that moment, I felt Him. And
I think sometimes that's what it takes, though. I think sometimes you have to let your guard down. Because if you don't, you're never going to receive that message.
Yeah.
And I think in that moment, your guard probably was down because you weren't paying attention to anything coming into your head. You weren't paying attention to what was going on around you. You were just in that moment of writing and listening to the song, and you weren't thinking of anything else, right? So it was that vulnerability in that moment.
And what you say is true, because at that moment, I felt that everything was going to be okay. Because at that moment was when we were going through the toughest struggle. You were going through the toughest struggle of going through cancer treatments and everything at that moment, and I started to sing along with that song, and I started to hoop and holler and just say thank you. And Dan, where he was in front of me, and the sound of the machines is kind of deafening, but he heard me, and he slowed down, and he looked at me. Are you okay? Because he saw my eyes were watery and stuff, and says, I'm good. I'm just worshiping. I'm just thanking God. And I think Dan understood what was going on, and I actually want to thank Dan for pushing me to go on that ride, because I definitely needed that. It doesn't have to be in church. It can be in the midst of chaos. Like Pastor Walker said, you don't even need to get on your knees, and you don't even need to say Hail Marys. No, sorry, we're not Catholic. You don't even need Our Father art in heaven. None of those big prayers. You can just whisper or yell the name of Jesus, and he's there. This took a whole turn, because that's not where I was going with this. I was going more on what path I want to go with on this, and what the message will be more on this season.
Well, I think that's exactly what you just talked about.
Of this season.
That the message is different. The message isn't just go to church, go to church, go to church. Like, it's more than that.
It's seek God. It's whisper to God. It's try to get a relationship with God. We don't want to do the episodes in this. I'm going to be doing some fishing. Amanda made me purchase a boat this last year. We're going to be doing some fishing, and we're doing some episodes on there. There's a cabin out on the farm that I've asked Terry if I can use to film episodes there, and he's go for it. Shout out to Terry, he's been watching the episodes. Also, there's lots of trails out there that I'm going to be walking and talking. There's ice fishing that I'm going to be doing here this weekend. I want to do my next episode out there. I just want to take it a different route. That way you can experience some of the things I'm experiencing, not just of what God's doing, but you can see of
the wonder in the world.
If you've never been out there, it's just awesome. Our God is awesome. Everything that He's created is awesome. Also, we're going to get into as to why the hiatus, why not so much pushing and asking to do more. We were pushing and wanting to do a lot last year, and it's not because we were burnt out. It's not because... We'll get into that in further detail. Because
sometimes, some things you just gotta give to God.
Yeah, and then further details we'll explain. I'm looking forward to it. I know I've been humming and hawing a lot and just not wanting to do this. The way that I got myself to actually push myself to get back in front of the camera is I posted about Valentine's Day dinner at the church hosted by the Bible Quizzers. I said I would raffle off 2 tickets. All you have to do is watch this episode and comment your favorite part of this episode. And February 6th, I will be picking a winner. It's a 3-course meal. There's live music, to be determined what it is yet. Also, there's games and prizes, and it's an awesome fellowship with a great group of people, and so why not? And like Amanda said,
if you don't have a spouse that's willing to join you, bring a friend.
Yeah,
it's not
and it
just
can
about
just be
couples, it's about
it can be a friendship too, right? Valentine's Day, at least for Latin American people, it's not just about your spouse or your loved one, it's about friends. They call it Feliz Dia del Amor y Amistad, which is love and friendship. So that's a good train to jump on. And
well, in here there's been so much tradition shift too in recent years, and they have Galentine's Day, they call it, where you get together with your girlfriends. They have Palentine's Day, same concept, where you get together with groups of your friends and you have dinner together that way. You don't do it as just a couple. Like, it's not just about the love component of it, right?
There will be no Palentine's Day. No, I'm kidding.
Why?
I'm kidding.
You can have male and female friends.
I know. I'm just saying, when I tried to do the barbecue with guys swapping gifts, and it was just, no, can't buy a gift for a guy. No. Well, if it's something that you're interested in, watch the episode, comment. I'll be raffling these off on February 6th. I'm looking forward to this season. I know Amanda isn't in front of the camera today, and it's because she didn't want to be.
No.
But we will have her for sure, because I know a lot of the ladies that would reach out and
And don't get your hopes up, guys, because I am not going ice fishing either.
And to us in general, that they absolutely loved Amanda's point of view, insights, and I do too. I absolutely do too. And it's like her and I were just talking about. She was asking me all these questions about our relationship and all that. And one of the questions was one of my favorite things, or one of my.
Oh, I don't know.
What's one thing? What's one thing? I don't remember what it was. But anyways, the answer was because she keeps me grounded. And because I value her opinion a lot. And I know a lot of couples might not.
You value my opinion when you ask for it, and sometimes the unsolicited one too.
Their relationship isn't the same as ours. With Amanda and I, our relationship worked because we compromise. Sometimes I don't like the answer that she gives, but we can come together and compromise, and that's what works for us. Yeah. And it's not always what I say. And to tell you the truth, I don't need it to be always what I say, because I've saved my tail by not going with what I've said and doing it my way.
Things like boats appear out of thin air.
Yeah, Amanda was on Marketplace, and she just wanted a boat.
Yeah, she did. It was all her.
She's like, new
year, new me, guys. New year, new me.
I'm looking forward to this season. If I've walked in your shoes, I don't know yet if we're going to be having guests like we did last season, specifically for the messaging that we spoke about and what we were trying to push. Like this season, we're going to talk about.
But you never know how many of those encounters you're going to meet out in the wild either.
Yes, right? It doesn't have to be about coming to Truth Church. Come to Truth Church. This message is going to be find God, right? You can find Him in a moment of need. You can find Him.
You can find Him in a moment where you don't need Him.
Where you don't need Him, and you just want to talk to someone, or you're looking for an answer. Also, another thing is, there's many churches here in Calgary of Pentecostal oneness. There's Pastor Zabala's church. I don't know if he's still the pastor, but there's Greg's church. There's Pastor Jason's and Pastor Portraw's church. It doesn't have to be Truth Church, where I know a lot of prodigals, backsliders, are still not comfortable with people that we've talked to recently, just aren't there yet. And you don't have to be. That's not going to be the message.
But know that if that's what you do decide to do, you'll always have a friend when you're there.
Yeah, Amanda and I will always be there. We'll lovingly welcome you. I know I've been at the bottom of a pit, and there's no judgment on our part. Doesn't matter what or where you've been. And for the most part, the lovely people of Truth Church aren't like that. That's one of the messages that we want to, I think, push is the word. Highlight, or...
So you're not pushing anyone to do anything. You're giving your perspective on it, right? And
yeah.
What people choose to do with your perspective is up to them. But just knowing that the invitation is welcome.
The invitation is welcome.
If you choose to come to Truth Church, we'll be there. We'll support you however we can. If you choose not to go to Truth Church, we're still going to be here. We'll still support you however you can.
Absolutely.
But God is a personal journey too.
Also, we're going to be inviting you camping. We're going to be camping again. It's almost camp season. This time, I think we're going to stay pretty much in one spot seasonally, because we've acquired some land. So, yeah, and we're going to be inviting you ice fishing. If anyone is interested in ice fishing, just get in touch with us. Like, we're pretty open and easy people. Yeah, one thing, if you need prayer, get a hold of us. I think what I'm just inviting is more to be open. The more you open yourself to people, the more welcome they feel, right? The more you let people in, right, the more welcome they feel, the more they're going to come, right? Instead of always being tight-knit and just, it has to be where you have to be open-minded. You have to be...
Well, different perspectives and different opinions is where growth comes from, right? So you You can't grow and you can't change by being in the same place with the same people all the time. Sometimes you need that change of perspective and that change of opinion, because that's what helps you grow.
Yeah. And of course, it'll be done in a Christian fashion. As many of you know, I no longer drink, drugs, party. It's not something that I'm.
But that hasn't diminished anything that we do together.
No.
We still laugh until our sides hurt, and we still stay up way too late, and then wake up in the morning and wonder why we're so tired and exhausted.
Not
Oh yeah, not
me,
that cowboy.
Not this cowboy. But yeah, no, we're excited for what's to come. There's so much happening in the world right now that people are looking for comfort, looking for answers, looking for someone else that they can be with, or something else that will fill that fear. And I'm just here to tell you that in all this time that I've been back, the one person, the one that I can cry out to when I need is God. It's Jesus, and I'm telling you to come experience Him for yourself. Even though we are pretty silly sometimes, Amanda and I, and you will see us being silly sometimes on this podcast, because I'm not an uptight person and I don't think everything needs to be serious. Same time, there will be times where I'm going to tell you that you're feeling the way you're feeling because of what you're doing. We're not rookies anymore.
No, we're not freshmen. We're at least juniors.
Yep. And so there'll be stuff that I'm going to be talking about that I might agree with or might disagree with, or just opinions, and you can take it how you want. You can use it, leave it, whatever you want, but it's going to be like Pastor Walker says, and I'm going to try to follow in what he does, is where I'm going to be loud, where the Bible is loud, and silent, where the Bible is silent. That's what I'm going to try to do. There will be a lot more research before going into what I talk about. There will be more footnotes, because I've been yelled at all last season about footnotes.
Yeah, I'm a yeller. If you didn't know, guys.
Thank you for watching this episode. I want to thank you for any of you that just kept pushing and saying, get it going, get that podcast going again. Where's that podcast? Mm-hmm. Loved your podcast. Need that podcast. And thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. I just want to remind you, comment once you've watched this episode. Let me know the thing you liked most about not just this, but maybe the last few episodes from before, and to get into the draw for Valentine's dinner, February 14th at 5 p.m. So yeah, God bless. We're always praying for you. We love you guys, and we're always here. If you need someone to shout out to, or you just want to talk, or need prayer, give me a shout. Either find me on Facebook, Instagram, or on here you can message. God bless you guys. Stay blessed, and Jesus loves you.